Yeah, here we go again. Black America, what y'all know? Black America, what you gonna do? Black America, that sound like my new rap song. Hey, 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 Black America, all you need is a crowd, call and response. What you, Black America, blah, 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 Black America. Let me tell you something. Black America, I'm confused at you. I'm not confused at you because I'm one of you. I'm one of you today. But Black America, I wasn't gonna go online today. I was just gonna start. I was just gonna work. I'm working on this generational wealth series and what have you, and I wasn't gonna say nothing. I was gonna come home and just, do my thing and just chill. All right. So I think I might upset some of my friends. I see you, Dre. I might upset you with this one, Doc. Doc, I might upset you with this one, and a whole bunch of you who keeps inboxing me saying, "What do you think about the Steve Harvey joining forces with Donald Trump?" Sierra, Steve Harvey joined forces with Donald Trump. All right. For those of you who live under a rock and you do not watch the news because you really don't care about what's going on around you, really a shame. That's why people get over you the way they do. Stock market, your 401k does a whole lot of stuff and you don't care, or you get upset when it happens. Your rent go up, the taxes go up, water and all this other stuff happening around you. People get voted in office, and you don't know that it's happening around you because you don't watch the news. You just don't do it, and you only vote every 4 years when a presidential election happens. You don't care about the Senate. You don't care. Some of you don't even care when the mayor is in his time to be voted in and out, and the governors and Congress and all. You don't care. It don't matter to you whatsoever. So some of you probably need to be quiet because you only think about them 4 years, and stuff happening in your local town affects you because of the down tickets. Okay, those elections affect you more so. It affects you immediately. It affects you right away more so than waiting 4 years for a big guy to get into the office. All right, so it seems like Steve Harvey once a year goes through this cycle with y'all. Yeah, because just last year, actually December leading into last year, he announced the wrong lady to be the Miss America, and we rode him like a cattle prod. Okay, we rode him good. Okay, he got the beating. He took it like a man, and he came on his show and explained things. Okay, and we forgave him. Now Donald Trump has asked him to help Ben Carson, Dr. Carson, to join forces with him on the Department of what is it, Urban Development HUD. Okay, and when we saw him, I'm the first one who saw. See, I watch the news 24 hours a day. I watch it I bring my iPad and phone to bed and I turn the news on. So from the moment I wake up, my TV is locked to MSNBC, CNN, Fox, whoever. I don't care who it is. All right. So people sometimes inbox me news reports, and I'm like, I got it. I got this 2 hours before you did. Pay attention. I'm a media guy. Okay. So I saw him walk out of the elevator with Donald Trump, and he said he brought me in to help with this HUD thing. All right. When I saw that, I said, black people getting ready to go after him. Okay, let me ask you guys this question. If Donald Trump wished to call you right now and ask you to head some type of department or ask you to join forces with one of his selections to help select, because he's got to come up, you know how many hundreds, if not thousands of people that he's got to put together in his cabinet by the time he swears in, okay? And then even after that, he's got to continue to select people for his cabinet. If he had called you, would you have said no? I'll wait. I'll wait again. Would you have said no? No, you would not. Not never. You would not have said no. Absolutely not. You would take it. Trust me. Some of you would do it for free, okay? Because you knew that there was going to be an opportunity for you to do something in that office. Trust me on that. You would not. I don't care if Donald Trump says I hate all niggers. It don't matter. You would take it. You would say, I'll do it. All right? Okay, Catherine, you saying yes, I would say no. You one of millions that will say no. I guarantee you 99.99.99% of y'all who watching this who are African Americans would have done what Steve Harvey would have done. He would have said yes. Yes, he took it. You would have done it too. Okay? Now, because it's the if you're going to be upset about an appointment to an office, okay? Sierra said Kanye did the same. Yeah. If you're going to be upset about a particular office, okay, and you're worried about who was selected for that office, and because you're worried about the people that's going to be affected in that, for instance, Department of HUD, why wouldn't you take a position to help the man who you think may not be the good guy for the job? Because selecting you possibly means that you might be next in line. This is in case that guy screw it all up. Number two, even if you don't get in that seat, at least you're going to be helping this man rule in that department well, helping all those people, the poor people, the mothers, the people who are on Section 8, maybe some orphans. I don't know what the Department of HUD, what does it affect, but millions upon millions of dollars go into that department. All right, so he turned it over to a doctor, okay, who feel that he is the right, even though he said, I don't want to serve, I'm not worthy, but he says, I'll take that because of my upbringings, okay? Well, let me ask y'all a question, okay? And I think somebody here, Demetra, is in my message right here. She says, I'm not offended. We need some of our people in there. Why would you abandon everything that this administration is doing, whether you like them or not? What's happening here is reverse prejudiceness almost. Okay, Bernice says billions. Thank you, Bernice Mother Williams. Why would you abandon, okay? Why would you abandon? If you're the only saved person on your job, so you want to leave the job because ain't nobody in there saved. You're the only light in a dark place, so you're going to abandon. I mean, I'm cracking up with y'all. So you're crying that there is no equality, okay? You're crying that there is no opportunity within us. So then they select us, and then you say, ain't gonna do it. Even though that is a leg up for you, because then while you up there, you can bring these other people up with you in the Department of the Housing and Urban Development, which affects many of your uncles and aunties and brothers and sisters hugely, and you're gonna say, I ain't gonna do it until my other black brother don't do it. I ain't thinking like y'all. I'm sorry. When President Barack Obama was running for office, they called him coon, they called him a nigger, they told him, pull out your papers, we don't even believe you were even born here. And then he finally, after a while, pulled out his papers to show it to them, and they said, that was photocopied, that you made this up. You copied this out of a book. They put it on Fox News, and they was examining his birth certificate, says, you ain't even human. Just amazing to me. That's what the other side did to your president. Catherine says, do I want the job? If he offered to me, I would take the job, KW. I would sure enough say, and y'all can call me Uncle Tom. You can call me a house nigga, all you want to. I would be up in hood. Trust me. You think somebody gonna offer me a prestigious job like that? I don't care who offered it to me. A prestigious job like that? With benefits like that? and because y'all told me not to take it, I ain't listening to y'all. See, that's what your problem is. And most of you, I ain't gonna say most of you. I ain't even gonna say that. I'm not even gonna proclaim that over you. Okay. See, that's why I'm doing a generational wealth class, because we keep thinking like poor people. Just amazing. And I think what we're doing is we're doing the same thing again they did to your president. He was not worthy of absolutely nothing to them. They called him all kind of stuff, and y'all got upset about it. He couldn't do nothing. And the Congress couldn't pass a law because they didn't like the man. It wasn't really about his party, okay? Okay, they didn't like him as a person. And before this new man even get in office, Congress was secretly kind of, because it was secretly to y'all, it wasn't secret to us who look at the news. 1 o'clock in the morning, they down there talking about some, let's repeal this Obamacare. They don't even have a new care in line. They don't even have nothing in line. It's like y'all quitting your jobs and then going out there to look for a job. That's what they're doing. And millions of people are going to be affected by them repealing this thing. It don't matter if the Obamacare is bad to some people. It don't matter if some of the providers are jumping out of the care because it's too expensive. But it doesn't matter about that. Millions of people are already in it. Millions of people are benefiting from it. Don't matter. Okay? So if they repeal and get rid of it, you know how many people are going to die? They already crunched the numbers. There's so many people who are going to die if they get rid of it. There are people who are on life support, and if they kill Obamacare, they got to pull the masks. They got to pull the trach. They got to turn the machine off, and I can't tell you how many people are going to die. And guess what those politicians are going to do? Well, somebody got to be affected by it. Yes. So, Christians, what are you thinking about? Okay? So, I don't mind them. Matter of fact, President Barack Obama said, I don't care if they get rid of it as long as they replace it with something and call it Trump care. He said, I don't care, but take care of the people. Now, if he meant it or not, it don't matter to me. But it means something to me. So, I ain't going to tell you not to take no job that some white racist you think offered you the job. Are you crazy? You know how many times God let the children of Israel get promoted by the enemy? Y'all, see, now I'm going to start preaching to y'all. See, there's some things y'all ain't thinking about. Y'all, I just lost 3, 5, 6 pastors. I just lost a whole bunch of y'all. I'm so sorry. Did y'all not remember the story of the youngest? Now, he ain't the youngest, because Benjamin was the youngest, okay? Do y'all not remember one of the 12? Okay? I want y'all to guess who I'm talking about. One of the 12, all right? His brothers were so upset with him. Okay? Even his father got jealous of him because he saw a vision in the sky. All right? But his father did love him, gave him a coat of many colors. Come on, y'all know who y'all talking about. And then they got upset with him and threw him in the well, right? And then they saw a band of whoever coming back, and they sold it to them, and then they sold him into slavery, and he found himself in a dungeon. Y'all know who I'm talking about. Come on, man. Y'all know I was gonna go here. And that same boy with the name Esau with J, all right? He was down there with the baker and the butler. We know the story. Stop playing with me. Okay, and then, he had a dream, and he dreamed that this gonna happen, that gonna happen, and guess what? The one got his neck chopped off, and the other one got promoted back upstairs, but the one who got promoted back upstairs forgot about Pope Joseph, forgot about him. Oh, man. Are we repeating the story? He was forgotten, and finally, when they needed something done, he said, oh, yeah, there's that boy downstairs. Forgot all about him. He in the dungeon. That guy right there. He know dreams. And that boy got put up there, and finally he told the dream, and he told what's gonna happen. And the boy saved the territory because he told him, all right, for 7 years, now a famine is coming. Here's what you do, Pharaoh. Okay? You do what Walter Jones is doing on this generational wealth. You got to know how to invest. You got to know how to put stuff away. You got to know. This is the Department of Housing and Urban Development. Can I preach this message? Okay, you got to take your check. You got $100. All right, listen. A famine is coming. This new administration is like a famine. And here's what you do. You put some monies away. I don't care if it's 5, 10, 15, $20 a week. If you can't, put it away. Put it away. Stash it away. Invest it. Make sure that it's reaping some type of great return week after week, month after month, okay? Year after year until a certain time when that time is rested. When the time of famine has he says, don't eat like you used to. You cut down. Push the plate away. Okay? And just save, 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 save. Extra, like you never had before. And when that time of famine was over, all plentiful came. And that boy got promoted. Man, I'm trying, come on, I'm trying to tell y'all. The boy was in the dungeon. Now he is Pharaoh. He's second in command. Now, if his brothers and if the Hebrews had told him, don't take that job, so what if Potiphar's wife is horny? It don't matter if she likes you. Don't matter. When she grab at you, leave your coat in her hand and run the heck up out of there. Okay? I mean, just the way it is. So I applaud Steve and all you other Negroes who, when this man calls, you heed the call and say, if I'm going to help my people, I'm gonna march around with these who I call racists. I'm gonna march around there like Martin Luther the King and the rest of them. Okay, and I'm gonna do the job. I'm gonna do it well. I'm gonna pull my other people up in here, and it's gonna be a great year. It's gonna be a great 4 years for African Americans. See, because we're depending on government for everything, and that's the problem. You're depending on social stuff. And see this thing I'm doing, generational wealth for African Americans. Y'all should have your own banks, okay? You should have your own credit unions. We did. We had a Black Wall Street, man. We had everything we needed. We didn't have to leave the community for nothing. But now the Asians, they don't leave the community for nothing. The Hispanics, they don't leave the community for nothing. The Jews, they don't leave the community for nothing. They don't need nothing from nobody else but themselves. What do? We live in our neighborhoods, get in the car, and drive out of the neighborhood. We get our checks. It don't circle in the neighborhood. It goes out to the big box stores, from Walmart to Walgreens to all these other places, okay, out of the neighborhood. Matter of fact, we don't have any businesses in the neighborhood. It's them other people who come in there and set up stuff in our neighborhood where they're selling the paraphernalia where you can get high on. Right there and cross the street from your house. Okay, you go in there and you can buy, instead of, if you don't want a pack of cigarettes, you say, give me a single, give me a square. So he opens up the pack and gives you a square. I mean, only in our neighborhoods we do some mess like that. Can't even pump gas in because our mothers and our sisters can't get out to pump gas because these thugs are hanging around and say, can I pump your gas for you? Can I wash your window? Can I do this? Can I do that? Give me if you can't do it, can you lend me 50 cents? I mean, we just can't do it. Even look at our gas stations in our neighborhoods. We can't even use our ATM cards because you can't even see the windows. That you can't even see the screens. Okay, the LIDs, whatever you call those, the LCD. You can't even see it. And one pump is busted, so you got to go across the street. Then you got a bag on the other one. That one's busted, so you got to go over there. And then you go inside the store. There's a bulletproof windshield. You got to say, hey, give me some chips. Chips? No, not them chips. Okay, just ridiculous, man. It smell like pee. Somebody over there in the corner. That's in my neighborhood. And we crying about this other stuff. We ain't got. I almost cussed. We ain't got nothing that we call our own. So, how we gonna get it? Pharaoh called. Steve Harvey heard the call. And now he gonna be sitting up in there, and he gonna pull in some of us. I don't care what y'all say about it. I would have said yes too. And if you telling me not to, you ain't paying my rent. You ain't paying my car note. I ain't got a car. You ain't paying my Uber bill and my Lyft bill, okay? You ain't paying my lights. Who you to tell me I can't take a job? You call me nigga, you call me coon, you call me house nigga, okay? A field hand, you call me all you want to. But as for me in my house, we gonna eat. And I'm gonna invest that money that the white boy gave me. I'm gonna invest it, and I'm gonna make sure I create more jobs While I'm up there, I'm going to create more jobs for my people. Are you crazy? My grandmama lives in her. You don't think I'm going to go up now? I'm up in the echelon? You don't think I can help my grandmama out? Please. Man, y'all crazy. I'm sorry. Y'all crazy. I say amen, Steve Harvey. Dude, make it rain, get your paper, boo-boo, and tell the rest of these folk, bye Felicia. Not doing it here, so Walter Jones support it. And if I see some more black brothers, see, here's the thing. If he's gonna, what would you do? What would you suggest? What's the alternate? Because we got to live with this man for at least 4 years. Do you think we're going to do this for 4 years? La, 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 la. Why stuff in your neighborhood is being affected? You going la, la, la because you don't like a dude? Are you crazy? David Brock, I think these people crazy. Yeah, what are you saying, Rochelle? Because we don't want to help our own. We are so afraid that they are going to be better. So, yeah, crabs in the barrel. Trying to share what you know and you made it rather keep it to yourself. Man, y'all crazy. I applaud that brother. I'm going to call him up if I can and see if he can get me a gig at HUD. I don't. We can equate Joseph to any of these personalities that are currently in office or being vetted for office. Okay, Christopher. I'm trying to tell y'all crazy. I got to live with this dude for 4 years. All right, telling me what he gonna or what he ain't gonna do, and many things he said he was gonna do while he was rallying with all these people at the rallies. He can't do much of it. Matter of fact, he keeps changing on them. And did y'all see the proceedings and the hearings among the people that he selected? Almost all of them turned on him. The news played it back to back. They played Trump saying what he gonna do, and then the ones who he selected while they were sitting in front of the hearings, they were saying, "I don't know what this man talking about. This is what I believe." It was the most bipolar thing I had ever seen in an election. We had never seen this happen before in the history of the United States as it pertains to selecting the man of the free world, the leader of the free world. We've never seen a man coming in the office with this horrible ratings. We never seen it like this. We never seen a division like this before, ever, whatsoever. And so what we gonna do about it? We got 4 years with this dude. You think I'm gonna make my life and my children's life miserable by ignoring everything? Please. That ain't gonna happen. We're dealing with this in Illinois right now with Governor Rauner. That man is a billionaire. All these billionaires being put in office. You think the average billionaire care about you? They're making these political moves. They select some black guy do this, some black guy do that. It's straight political, okay? So if it's going to be political, they make the first move. Guess what you do? You make the next move. And they're going to make another move, and then you make another. You know how to play chess, right? And sometimes in playing chess, you're going to sit there for a while because you're thinking. It's an intellectual game. Man, please. Steve Harvey made a chess move, and he made the right move. He going to win. So here we are in Illinois. Thousands of people are moving out of Illinois. Thousands. Because we got Michael Madigan, Speaker of the House. No one in America has ever served as long as Michael Madigan. Nobody in the history of America has ever served as the head of that house, downstate Illinois, like Michael Madigan. And then you got a billionaire coming in there who's saying, no, you Democrats, y'all been raping folks, okay? Y'all got people in bondage, financial bondage, and you're overspending. So now you got two strong heads going after each other. And guess who's suffering? The poor people, your mothers and fathers, the widows, the orphans, the single mothers, suffering. Yeah. You and your community put him in, you know, the Catherine, yes, they did. Now, I'm not going to disagree with you on that one, Catherine. The Christian community put him in there. Yes, they did. Them preachers marched and said, well, let's put him in there. Not all of them. Just a couple that we know that y'all talk about. Leave them boys alone. But they put him in there. They sure did. But who put Madigan in there? And who keep putting him in there? Now, I'm about to go against some of y'all's teachings. I can't apologize for this one. But who keep putting Madigan back in there? And who keep allowing the money to do what it does? You see, it's called, what y'all call it? Doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results. Y'all keep hearing this in messages forever. I ain't got to tell you what it means. But that's what we've been doing while Madigan was in office for all those years. You keep doing the same thing over and over and over again, and it's putting the people in the bondage. All right. Here's what y'all do. You vote like your parents and grandparents and great grandparents did. You go straight ticket, straight Democratic down. It don't matter who that man is, who that woman is. It don't matter what they believe in. You go straight ticket every time. Now I'm going against some of my dear friends here. Y'all go straight ticket, not me. I ain't doing it. I'm going to study this man. I spend the most time in that voting booth than the average person there. Matter of fact, they thought I disappeared. I was in that voting booth, and I'm in there, it seemed like for days. Okay? And they like, is that man still in that booth? You talking about the black guy? Yeah, is he still in that booth? Yeah. Well, he been in there since Tuesday. What is this is Tuesday. No, last Tuesday. He's been in there. What is he doing? I'm studying. I got to remember now. Now let me see now. I did my homework on this guy. Who is this judge? What is he all about? I don't know. My spirit ain't right about him. Let me go on to prayer. Father, in the name of Jesus. Yeah. This guy here, who I don't know his name, reveal to me, Lord, who is he? Because my son might be standing before this judge one day. Who is it? Jesus, just reveal him to me. And I'm in that booth, and they like, the lights are flickering. He said, is he still in there? Ain't no, the election is over. Because I ain't going straight ticket. I ain't crazy. Because then, after it's all over, then y'all want me to march in the street. Oh, shame on this man for yada, yada, yada. Shame. Well, but y'all put him in there. Then you told me to vote for him, and he snatched y'all's money. No, I'm going to spend as much time in that voting thing as long as I can. Matter of fact, I just left the voting booth just like yesterday, because I had just voted for the person I thought. The election had been over for months. I just left. I'm tired. I was on my feet for months trying to figure out who that judge is. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm random, but that's the way it is. You was waiting for dinner. Catherine, I love you, child. I love you. I'm not doing it, y'all. Vicky, I'm not doing it. I really don't care what y'all say. Crucify me. Just like they're strategic, we've got to be strategic. Barbara Taylor, what you saying? The majority of our problem is a lack of knowledge, lack of access to financial resources compared to our Caucasian, Asian, etc. counterparts, and this disunity. We've got to repair us and our mindsets in order to prosper. Come on, Barbara Taylor, if you're running for office, can you please let me be your campaign manager? Because this is right here. This is what I'm talking about. What are you saying? Propositions, amendments. We got to know what Melissa, you better go hide because you're telling the truth. I just don't understand. Yes, Demetria, Steve Hunley, Steve Harvey's Boys to Young Men retreat is based right out of Dallas. What y'all talking? Y'all talking amongst yourself, and hey, I am preaching. What y'all saying? Their lives are not turned upside down by these moves they are making. Yeah, they are able to sleep at night with. Yeah, thank you, Matheny. They doing what they doing. Madigan and Rauner standing there like they getting ready to box, and they stalemate. The money is at stalemate, so they can't distribute the money properly throughout the state. And look what happened to Chicago State on the south side. The miracle on 95th Street. I mean, some of the hospitals and some of the smaller institutions closing their doors. Okay, these government funded, state funded programs and after school programs, you name it, food programs, close the doors. Couldn't survive. All right. So if these people lose their jobs, then it's a trickle down effect. Then when they lose their jobs, then they can't keep the homes that they have. So then what happens is they lose their homes. All right. And then they lose their cars, and they lose. So it's a trickle down. So one thing affects another, and we're in a bad shape. It's bad stuff. We contribute $17 billion each year into this economy. Catherine, you see what I'm saying? Now you preaching. Now you want to preach on the Sir Walter Jones show. What's wrong with you, Cat? KT, I mean, that's it. $17 billion. And really, we are $1 trillion industry, African Americans. $1 trillion industry. How could someone, all right, and I did the numbers, I did a show on that. How could we be we are worth, I think we would make up the 5th largest, I think it is. I did the numbers before. I think we make up the 5th largest financial market in the world. Did you hear what I said? If my numbers are correct, African Americans, if we were a nation, which we really are, okay? If we were a nation, we'd be the 5th. It could be 4th, 6th, 9th, okay? But we're in there, about the 5th largest financial market in the world, if we were a nation. And I'm talking about the Americans. I'm talking about black people in America. That's what it's called, African Americans, duh. Black people in America, we would be the 5th largest financial institution or market in the entire world. Because there's United States, and then of course there's China, and I don't know if Japan is in there, and I think India's in there. Okay, those are the top markets. Okay, and we're down right there, top 10 trillion spending, but we don't own nothing. You're like, we own this, we own that. Yeah, we own this, we own that. You can count on the hand, but we own. How is that possible? What other race of people lose that much in ownership? Can you think? And they're worth $1 trillion. Who? And look what we do on Sundays. You see how much money we raise on a Sunday at our houses of worship? Do you know how many billions of dollars that we African Americans raise on a Sunday? Where's that money going? I can't hear nobody pray. So you going to tell me not to take a gig because you don't like the guy who offered me the gig? Y'all crazy. I'm pulling y'all up with me. When I go up like Joseph, I'm pulling y'all up with me. And you know what Joseph did? He saved his entire family. That's including his father. And for generations and generations after that, all the way up to Moses, he saved those people. God strategically put that man in that place of hierarchy so that he can save all his brothers, including his father, okay, and pull them out of there. And they lived in the town of Goshen, all right, plenty, until it was time, until he died. And then there was a Pharaoh that did not know Joseph, and God had to raise up another one, which was Moses. Y'all know the story. Woo. Yeah, trying to buy NBC. Y'all talking about Bill Cosby? I know. Y'all crazy. Y'all crazy. Get paid to be cordial and do a job, not make friends. Come on, Demetria. I'm telling y'all, Ursula, I'm preaching. I'm trying. It took me almost a year to get a license that a worst case scenario takes 3 months, I was told. You know how the state works. I know. Come on. Barbara says again, we've got to come together, get educated, and change our mindset. Please, people, change your mindset. Who cares? Except God keeps this nation, except he built the house. We labor in vain. The heart of the king, we've heard these scriptures, is in the hand of the Lord. All right? So this Donald Trump and all this stuff, do you not think that God knew what was getting ready to happen? Did you not think that he possibly could have orchestrated such a thing for you to understand that you got to get off your do nothing and do something for yourself finally? Yeah. I know you don't. Revo, what you saying? Can you please catch me up real quick? Steve Harvey is selected to help in the Department of Housing and Urban Development. And the black people don't like it. They call him an Uncle Tom. All right, you got caught up, Reva. We got, again, go to the Generational Wealth for African Americans, my Facebook group. Why don't you go there now? You should see some of the stuff that my black friends are posting in that group. It is blessing people. People are inboxing me saying, oh my God, I'm trying this. I'm trying that. I got that information from your Facebook group. this is good stuff. And then they're putting other stuff up there, and then it's enlightening people, it's empowering people. And every day we posting things in there to help African Americans come out and stop depending on all these other people. He did that, he did that. Oh, what am I going to do now? What you mean, what you going to do now? You should have been doing something. Go to GWAA right now. GWAA. Generational Wealth for African Americans. Go in there. I'm going to add you. And we're going to talk about, what did you do to buy that house? Should we buy a house right now? How much did you put down on that car? Should you buy a car right now? Are you in the stock market? Okay. Have you bought gold or silver? Huh? Platinum? Radium? What, did you buy any of that stuff? Well, okay. And then tell us what you do. How much should I get a credit card, security card? Should I do a signature loan? I mean, we talk about all that stuff, okay? What is an annuity? What is a certificate of deposit? What is all that stuff? What's going on with my 401k? If I want to quit at the age of 65, how much money what percentage should I be putting in my investment, and what should I be investing on for the next 20, 30, 40, 50 years so that I can retire with a nice nest egg? Okay, what's going to happen if the Social Security is snatched? We talk about all that in the group. Black people don't talk about that. You know what you do? You go on Facebook and you talk about Olivia Pope crap. Did I say crap? I said it. I sure did, and I ain't apologizing. You talk about basketball wives and all this other stuff. Wealthy people they don't even watch TV. Wealthy people watch 1 hour TV a day, and that's usually because they watching the stock market in some news channel or something like that. And that's it. They turn that sucker off, and they go out there and stay wealthy. Not us. We use all this social media here. You know, people making money on social media. When y'all look on Facebook and you see on the right side all those sponsored ads, all those things over there, you don't pay no attention to them. You just ignore them. But those people there running those ads, they making money on you. Yes, you do. You'll put a post up there, and then you'll see an ad on there about something that's equivalent to your post. Like, how'd that happen? I was talking about piano or something, and then an ad about a piano popped up over here, because it's an algorithm. They know what they're doing. The people are making money off of your post, and you don't even know that the people are benefiting from you posting something for free, and you ain't making no money. Did I just upset y'all? Every waking morning, y'all get up and post stuff on Facebook, and people around you are making money off of your free posts. Golly. Ask me how I know. I do those ads. I've given Facebook money, good money, and I paid them to put a post up, and y'all saw the post. You didn't even know it was a sponsored post. You're like, oh, wow, it gets thousands of hits. And what do? I package it. Man, wake up, people. Y'all can play those nursery rhyme games all you want to, but people are making money around you, and in another 4 years from now, you're gonna be saying the same thing. Look what the man and got us into. Well, what did you do? Did you build up a nest egg? Huh? Did you save anything? Did you invest in anything? Nothing. You got the same. If you at least 30 years old and you got the same thing you had 5 years ago, the same thing you haven't built and added on to what you have in 5 years, you got nothing. I'm talking about if a fire happened, a death happened, a catastrophe happened. No, I'm talking about 5 years of nothing catastrophic happened, and you got the same thing. Something's wrong. Something wrong with you. I rebuke my own self. Something is wrong. I'm telling you, something is wrong with you. I lost everything years ago. Everything. House. I lost my job. I lost my car. I lost my bank accounts. Lost it all. And got it all. I got it all back. Yeah. As a matter of fact, I didn't even want the car back. I told him I don't want it. That's why I got one now. I don't want it because it was not a good investment. How many times have I saved up all the monies that I could have put down on the car? And I thought about it. I started talking to these gurus, and they told me, Walter, don't buy no car right now. This was last year. It doesn't make any investment sense. And then so I took a trip to New York, hung out in New York for a few days, and I realized that all my friends in New York didn't have cars. I was like, huh? I said, how do you not have a car? And I realized everybody was either on the train, on the bus, taking Lyft and Uber. They didn't need it where they were. It was more expensive for them to have a car than not to have a car. I said, oh, I get it now. And then the ones who live out in the suburban area, they said, it's not time for me to buy one now because if I take my money, all right, and no matter what my credit is, okay, and some of y'all got $500 that you five and more. I know some people who got $600 car notes every month. $600, and they're living in their mama's basement. Okay, $600 car notes. All right, now that's $600 for 4, 5, and 6 years. Do you know what that adds up to? Can you imagine if you took that money and invested it properly like my wealthy friends do? I got a wealthy friend right now who rides around in an old beat up. He wealthy, but he ride up in this thing. I said, man, you got money. Buy a car. He said, it makes no financial investment sense for me to buy a car right now because I could do something else with that money. And that's how he stayed wealthy. He said, I'm going to keep driving this Humpty and I'm investing the money that I'm going to give to this guy and all those interest rates. He said, no, that's foolish. I said, oh, I get it now. I get it. He said, so next time, he said, now I'm going to eventually, when this thing conk out and I can't drive it no more, I'm going to buy a new car because I can. He said, but right now, why do I need a new car? I ain't got nothing to prove to you. Why should I show off in front of you? I ain't doing it. Why did I go there? I have no idea. I just wasted all y'all's time. Sorry, y'all. Didn't mean to go there. Then again, I did. Yeah, they're changing the face of currency. Yeah, man, you can buy a dollar stock in a black-owned studio. Prophetic intercessor. You got the right name. I know. Demetrius said, I'm so confused. Buy oil and buy stocks is a young. Come on, Dave Johnson. That's what I'm teaching. I think he is a good person to help. It's better than a racist person who has no interest in helping our community. Oh, who are you talking about, Reva? You saying he? Broadway said, we spend too much time investing in the blame game instead of shifting, taking responsibility for our lives and investing in our life development and building generational wealth. Barbara Taylor, I gotta find my checkbook because this don't make no sense you taking over my show like that. Yes, the depreciation. That's what I'm saying. Prophetic intercessor. Yeah, y'all doing this thing, and thank you for saying that. That's what he told me. Thank you for reminding prophetic intercessor. He said, if I go to the car lot right now and drive, he says that car that cost me $40,000. Soon as I drive it off the lot, I done lost thousands of dollars in depreciation. It makes no financial investment sense. You might as well just throw your money in the air. What sense does that make? To put all that money into an asset that depreciates in seconds. Makes no sense. You're better off. Again, who said that? Stocks, bonds, annuities. Who said that? Prophetic intercessor. Okay, it just makes no sense. If you're gonna buy an asset and pay that much money, and put it in something that appreciates and not depreciates. Man, that's crazy. But that's how we think. We'll go and buy some Nikes that cost you a couple $100, okay? And you know them shoes are depreciating. Because we can't even buy diamonds. Diamonds are worthless. You can't even buy them. You spend $6,000 for an engagement ring and then the relationship break up and then she go back there and try to sell it back. She ain't getting $6,000. If she get $1,000, she'd be lucky. Because diamonds are worthless. They're everywhere. They're not as valuable as the Beers Company made you believe. It was all hocus pocus in the mind. And I did that show already. So it's all about emotion. That thing which is not worth anything, they use your emotion to make you feel that is It's worth something. It's like the Fed chairman, the Federal Reserve. They can take this piece of napkin right now. It's worth nothing right now. I can blow my nose and go to the restroom, and well, that's too much information. Okay, but yeah, I can do whatever I want to with this thing. It ain't worth nothing, right? But if I give it to the Fed chairman, Janet Yellen, is that her name? And they have a meeting and they decide that this paper now is backwards, but this now is worth $100. Do you know by law, this right now can be worth $100 because they said it, not for any intrinsic, not because God said made it and it was always valuable and no, because they said it's worth it. It's now worth $100 because the government backed it by what? A promise. They didn't back it by nothing that's worth something like gold. Like they took the money, the gold off the gold standard. No. Everything we have now, at least the fiat money they call that, fiat, the dollars that you have in your pocket, is really it's not worth really nothing. It's paper. But because it's backed by a promise, man promised it. Man, it's hocus pocus. It's a Ponzi scheme. It's the best Ponzi scheme I've ever seen. The American financial market. It's the biggest Ponzi scheme in the world, and it's been working for hundreds of years. And it's going the chickens are coming to roost. It's going to bite us hard. So, boy, if y'all ain't putting your investing in real stuff, tangible stuff, and things that liquidates, y'all in trouble. We in trouble. So you can complain about Donald Trump all you want to. He can pull this and pull that and pull that service. Why are you depending on services? I can see if you're sick, if you're in the elderly, okay, and things like that. We need governmental services. But you who are well and you can do things with your hand, why in the world are you depending on the services of the government? Huh? Why would you do that? Because the government, all they got to do is just pull it. Just pull it. It's like social media. You don't own Facebook. Facebook will put you on a 30-day timeout. They're doing it to my black brothers. Okay, Dr. Boyce. They put him on a 30-day timeout because he was talking about some black stuff. And Facebook said, we don't like your kind. And they shut him down for 30 days. You can't come back on. Which means you don't own this. Social media, you don't own this. What's wrong with you? But if you buy some silver and some gold, some platinum, and radium and all these other precious gold commodities, precious stones and commodities, whatever, that's yours. They can't nobody take that from you. All right. How did I get in this subject? Don't know. Okay. He's a distraction for what's really going on behind the scenes in the world. Yeah, I know. That's what Pharaoh told the Jews about wood. Catherine. Catherine. Ooh, I sure miss you. Boy, she doing it. Invest in gold and silver. Come on, prophetic. Yes. All right. I'm gonna shut this down. Hey, D Monet. D Monet, he from New York. He'll tell you. Don't nobody buy no cars in New York. D Monet lived down there, and he lived down there where Hezekiah Walker. What's that? What? You live in one of them boroughs. Which borough you live over there? Well, you still over there, D Monet? I'm telling you, I know. I stayed in the Bronx for about a week and loved it. Woo! Didn't have to worry about no car insurance, no paying for the sticker. That cost almost $100. And then buying the sticker for the license plates in the back, that's almost $100. And then of course the insurance on that. And then if it break down, that's maintenance. And then the gas on the car. And oh my God, just don't have an accident. And just stuff. Just stuff, and then don't get a ticket because you parked in this place where it says they're gonna if it snows, and then you get towed, and now that's towing fee, and then stored fee, and then you might get a boot fee, all this stuff. D Monet lives in Brooklyn, yeah. See what I'm saying, man? Please, I got on that subway, and I traveled back and forth to all the boroughs, and I loved it just for a couple dollars. Loved it. Didn't matter. I don't care how cold or hot it was. I loved it. All right. Yeah. See, D Monet said he got rid of his car. He got rid of his car. It's expensive. All right, especially for you people who live up north in Chicago, especially if you can't find no place to park. You know, you get home, you're tired as heck. Okay, you work 8, 9, 10, 12 hours, and you get to around your area, and all the parking spots are taken up. Now you got to circle the block all night trying to find a spot. I don't want to go through that. Now, thank God I live in an area where parking is vast, but some areas I wouldn't want to have a car unless you got a house with a garage. Mm-mm. And I know people who got a car and they leave that sucker in the garage and they take the train to work. It just makes financial sense. All right. That's because they vandalize them and they charge U.S. Mint for insurance. Catherine is on the roll. All right. Even, all right. I'm not gonna mess with you Uber drivers, okay? Because that's the next show. Because doing Uber, all right, I can't. I'm not gonna do it. I don't want to mix nuts with my pistachios with my chocolate. I can't. I can't mix it. I have a house with a garage. See, D Monet, what were you when I was trying to get this message across? All right, this is going on YouTube. Go ahead and subscribe. Those of you on YouTube, they already fighting it down there somewhere. Okay, all right. If it's the next day, okay, they down there fighting. The Trump supporters are over here. They're telling me to go to hell. And then the Obama people, well, I didn't even mention. Well, I did mention President Barack Obama. So those people over here is telling the Trump people, no, you go to hell. And they said, no, you go back to Africa. Okay, so they down there. They're doing what they're doing. I'm just the messenger. Don't shoot me. I'm just telling you what. Well, I'm not just a messenger. I'm not just a client. I'm the owner of what I just said. Okay. Hit the subscribe button. It's over here somewhere. Go ahead and subscribe to me. By the end of the year, I like to have at least 20,000 subscribers, please. And right now, at the time of this thing, I think I got about 1,000 subscribers. Man, get my numbers up, all right? Because I got some stuff I'm gonna talk about every week on YouTube to help you out. Okay? Yeah, so go ahead and subscribe. Hit the like button. There's one over there. Just poop, hit the like button there. Leave that other button alone, even though that button right there, yeah, that button right there, that dislike button, that some people don't already hit that. Right? But right here, if you're on YouTube, that like button, it's going to help me out. Okay? And if you're on Facebook Live, y'all know what to do. Click, 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 click. You already knew. And hit the share button if you please. Leave Steve Harvey alone. He's a good man. He's doing his thing. He gives to the community, not just in his teachings, but also his money. I seen what he's done in the community financially. All right, he do some stuff. So one of ours is going up there to the house. Support him. And then when you need something, I say, hey, remember, we helped you. We boosted you up. We woke up early in the morning and we listened to your show. You and Uncle, whatever his name is. Okay, your nephew Tommy. Okay, we listened to all your stuff. You used to be. I remember in the mornings. Way back in the '90s when he would come here. Oh yeah, we paid close attention to you. Okay, so now you up there in the house with Big Daddy. Don't forget about us. All right. I know, D Monet. Sorry, but if you and Obama people, you better move forward. All right. Yes, we can. All right. And for those of you who think I'm an Obama supporter, I did not vote for him in 2008, nor did I vote for him in 2012. I'm sorry to tell you all that, but I didn't vote for him twice. Why? Because I can. It's my choice. I voted for someone else who I thought could do the job. All right? I gave him 4 years, and I think he did a decent job, but I still didn't vote for him because it's my choice. I'm actually a conservative, believe it or not. I'm not a registered Republican, but I'm really conservative. All right? I'm really like an independent man, and I choose who I want to vote for. I think the man is a stunning man in character, an amazing husband, and an amazing father. We see that, but I don't want to get caught up in the emotion of the man. Okay, he had some things that he did for the 8 years that y'all don't even know about. That really was a blessing to many. He did a lot of great things. Okay, and there's some policies I disagreed with. All right, but I ain't vote for him. So for those of you in the comments talking about them as an Obama lover, I didn't vote for him. I didn't vote for Trump either. Sorry. And I didn't vote for Hillary. Didn't do it. So now where y'all gonna put me? What brackets y'all gonna put me now? Cause you can't even figure out who I am, can you? Now you're gonna be asking me for my birth certificate too. All right, I'm gonna go. All right, who cares, Catherine? I know. This is a house Demonet. When I quit, you can rewind and we can go. You can start this all over again. But I had that discussion already. I've already lost you pastors already. I lost you preachers. I see some of my friends list went down. So this is how I get rid of I empty my friends list by talking like this, and my numbers go down. I love it because I got people. I got about 400 people waiting in the friends request list. They can't get in because I'm maxed out. So when I pee off my religious friends, I let these other people in who are worth something. Gotta go, prophetic intercessor. Love you guys. Hit the share button, subscribe, hit the like button, or destroy the tape, and we'll see you tomorrow. Peace.